Hello and welcome into the Adam Groom Show. Different little look here. Don't love the lighting, but we're trying things. The 2025 Masters Tournament has finally arrived. This is the best time of year. Is this the year that Rory McIlroy finishes the journey and adds the Grand Slam? Finishes the Grand Slam and he gets that green jacket thrown over his shoulders at the end of the day Sunday. Tell you what, bettors are favoring it in Vegas, and I am one of them. I probably will be until he friggin' does it, but he just looks good. He looks kind of rounded. He looks calm. He looks poised. I watched him today in the par 3 challenge. Can't really talk about the par 3 challenge. There's nightmares there for me. He looks good. Looks like he's having fun. He's a hell of a putter. We know he can long bomb it. It's the putting that in those really important situations that I've hurt him in the past. And we'll see if he can get past it now. Hell of a field, but what better time to do it? Beautiful. Love it. These are players that I like heading into the Masters. I kind of like put them down in a confidence pool. I think you're going to have to... It's the Masters, right? Putting's going to have to be there. You can definitely lose the tournament when you're missing putts. 7 putts, Ernie Els a few years back. Don't want to talk about that either. But these are the guys that I kind of like going into it. I kind of wrote them as a confidence pool. I have my top 10 guys. Now, these aren't really the top 10 players in the world. Of course, there's going to be names on this list, or there should be names on this list that are going to be a lot better than some of these players. But for value, you can call it, or just from the feel that I have, these are the players that I enjoy. And maybe they're players that I've picked in a couple pools that I'm in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Rory McIlroy, number 1. I just mentioned him. Number 2, I have Tommy Fleetwood. I've always liked Tommy. I think he always seems to make the cut. He's hovering around that top 20, top 10 area. And I think he could be a good option to maybe get over the hump here. JT's looked really good. He looks like he's having fun playing golf again. Guy who can bomb the ball. He's clutch. This could be his time. Number 4, I have Rosie. I love Justin Rose. I feel like he's always a competitor. Always hanging around on the Sunday. Probably have a tough Saturday sometimes, but then he comes back Sunday and he just fires a low score. I like Justin Rose. 5, here we go. Canadian, Corey Connors. He putts the ball pretty well. He hits a lot of fairways. And most importantly, the guy he's been making cuts lately. Making cuts, hovering around top 10, top 5 in certain tournaments. I like Corey Connors this weekend. Number 6, I've mentioned putting, and one of the best putters on tour right now is Akshay Beata. Sorry if I screwed up that name, but he's looked good. Young guy likes to have fun on the course. Of course, there'll be some nerves, but I think he can power through them. He'd be an interesting guy to look at. Number 7, I have Russell Henley. He's been playing well lately. I think he's actually ranked 7th in the world. Coming off a good win a couple weeks back or whatever it was. I think he can look pretty good at Augusta. Number 8, Denny McCarthy, one of the best putters going on tour this year. Bit of a darker horse, but he could roll the rock. Number 9, Nicholas Hogard. Young kid, looks pretty good lately. He's been hovering around. Could be a little bit of a dark horse. And my massive dark horse at number 10, I have one of the best putters on average right now, I believe, on tour at Nico Echevarria. Sorry about that. But that's it. Could be a pretty good dark horse there. I look forward to it. I will be couching it as often as I can this weekend. Thursday, I might have one eye on work and the other eye on the tournament. Friday, I'm out of there around lunch, and I'll be couching it for the majority of the weekend. One of the best times of year. I've mentioned it before. Here we go. Going to be a blast. Moving on. The Denver Nuggets. So everybody knows on this program I'm not the huge basketball guy, but I follow it enough to know when something's weird. And the Denver Nuggets fired their head coach, Mike Malone, and GM Calvin Booth. Now, I don't know much on the GM side, but I know Malone has been there for close to a decade, if not more. They won a championship a couple years ago. So when these firings happen just like not too far within each other, within a day, I believe it was, I first thought, okay, what did they do? Or what are the owners looking at? Now, I think Malone had some comments where he was kind of pissed off with some of their players and the way they were handling situations and their response to situations. I can understand that fully. But after he came out with those comments, the Nuggets lost 4 in a row. Now, a couple of those games, I believe they didn't have star Jamal Murray, Canadian, shout out. And without him, it's going to be tough. But you do have the MVP, I believe, in Nikola Jokic. Maybe MVP. Really good player. Probably the best all-around player in the NBA. And, you can't rely on him to always do it by himself. But, I mean, you have to have lost the room after comments like that. But either way, this is just weird. You're sitting 4th in the conference. You're a really good team. Won a championship, as I mentioned. And now all of a sudden this is gone. So I look at it and I'm thinking, okay, well, what did the owners look at? Maybe they just weren't happy enough with what they had. Maybe they think they should be better with the players they have on the court. So here we go. Now it's like maybe not a full new system with the assistant coach coming in, but it's definitely going to be a different voice and something to get used to. Will you have enough time to get it done heading into playoffs? We will see. But a weird one here. And we'll see what happens moving into the offseason in the with the GM front. The Toronto Blue Jays and Vladdy officially announced. Now I did a little short on YouTube, shout out, and Instagram yesterday, shout out, of a quick little thought on the Vladdy signing. They officially announced the 14-year, $500 million contract. Man, and we learned this morning that it was $325 in signing bonuses. So it's just like, the guy hasn't played well, and here's half a bill. It's really weird to me. I believe he's 3rd highest player in baseball now. And this is a great quote from Vladdy. This was always home. Okay, well, $500 million is going to help you really say that. Granted, you have been here your entire baseball career, but it is just shut up. No, I butchered that. Put up or shut up time for Vladdy, because it's like 500 sheets, man. It's time to get it done. So then I look at this and I say to myself, will Bo Bichette be signing in Toronto? My quick answer is no, he won't be signing in Toronto next year. I don't think it's wise of the Jays to bring a guy in. Granted, Bichette's a good player. He's won a couple batting titles. But when a player refuses, and maybe he hasn't totally refused this, but he's not the best shortstop. He says he only wants to play shortstop. Your game is more suited to second base, and either you're a team player that wants to do something like that, or you're not. If I'm the Jays, depending on how this season's going, I look at trading him at the deadline. That's the Groomer's take on that one. There's a report. Here we go. This is something I don't always talk about, but I am a footy fan. I do enjoy it. Used to watch a lot more all round, but I am a Liverpool fan. Shout out. I watch as much as I can. Sometimes it's early, but they're rolling this year. They're on their way to a League Cup, knock on wood. They're definitely in the driver's seat. But there is a report that Mo Salah and big Virgil van Dijk are close to signing extensions with Liverpool. I mean, when you have a good thing, why leave it? This is a franchise, an organization that is proud of who they are. They're always fighting to win. And if you're winning, why not stay? It's beautiful, and I'm here for it. Let's do a quick run here. We're going to finish on I believe, of course, there's always something else I wanted to mention, but I always forget. I should write it down more often. But this program, we're just trying to go. We don't have all the time in the world. Run on some NHL news. This is awesome. It's good for Canada as a whole in hockey. Ottawa Senators clinch a playoff berth. They're first in, I can't remember how many years, but they're back. And Montreal looks like they're going to be following them soon. They're definitely in the driver's seat there. They have a heck of a cushion on the New York Rangers. And Montreal is going to be welcoming Ivan Demidov from the KHL, the guy they drafted first round. in this last year's draft. I really like it. I think once a team, like, I hate using the term nothing to lose. The Senators have used that a bit. Like, they know they're underdogs, but like you gotta love that feeling a little bit, right? Like, let's go. Let's get in the trenches and muck it up. Like, unbelievable. So with Montreal, you got a team like them who's just riding a very huge high right now, and then you welcome in a new body like this, a kid who's big part of your future into your lineup, and I think it's going to give them a lot of fuel to, they could beat Washington in the first round. They definitely could. And Demidov's going to look really good. They'll probably put him as a right winger on the right side, probably in the middle pair. But I mean, if once he gets comfortable, you can line him up with Caulfield or in the power play, and that's just going to look very, very deadly. Gabriel Landeskog with the Colorado Avalanche is on loan with their AHL team, and he's looking good. He's absolutely poised to join them in the first round of the playoffs, and it's just a good story. The guy's been out of hockey for over 2 years, and now he's officially going to be coming back. He's going to be joining a Colorado team who's already absolutely a unit, and I'm here for it too. Very excited for the guy. Leafs at Lightning tonight. This episode might not drop until tomorrow morning, but Leafs at Lightning tonight, huge game. The Atlantic Division up for grabs. Leafs losing to Florida last night, looking kind of tired, not all with it. But Tampa Bay riding huge right now, looking very, very good. And Toronto team, they've been looking good too. Atlantic Division up for grabs. Who wants it? Stolar's going tonight. Groomer's Take, the Adam Groom Show. New lighting. How's it look? All right. Masters, baby. Enjoy. We'll talk to you.